I don't know if I'll post this video, but I remember as a kid, like, I was a big loner. I had a couple friends that I would hang out with, like two mainly, but I really valued alone time as a kid. Like, love being in the backyard, just vibing with nature, being my own person. And a lot of times, like, my best friend lived next door to me, and he would like pop his head over the fence and see what I was doing, ask me if I wanted to go and play and stuff, and I just was not having it a lot of days. Nothing against him, but like, I just enjoyed being alone. It was just easier for me to be alone as a kid. So there's a lot of times where I would like sneak out of the back door as quietly as I could, so that way he wouldn't hear me be out there, and I'd like try to quietly like just play, watch the birds, watch the animals, like the bugs and stuff out there, as I was vibing with myself. But yeah, I was a little different as a kid. I like being alone, and I always liked watching other people and their interactions with each other, like watching how parents talk to their children as they came and picked them up in school, or hearing how their parents raised their kids. And like, I didn't know it at the time, but like the different perspectives of everybody, and seeing the patterns of like, okay, well, this parent raised their kid this way, and this is how this kid reacts when they're not with their parent. Excuse me. So even at a young age, I was always like being very observant, like looking at the patterns of like just how the world works. And a lot of times as a kid, I would ask like my family these questions, and they would kind of be dumbfounded, because it's like, dude, you're like 6-7 years old, like you shouldn't be asking these weird questions, right? But they would do the best that they can, try to answer them and not be like super blunt over things. But it's still like, to this day, I've noticed, like, ever since I was that little kid, and even to right now, like, I still observe the world and just enjoy watching how people interact with each other, why they do things that they do, right? There's always a rhyme and reason to everything. And that my firm belief in that, like, emotions are such a big thing in this world, and sitting my whole life and watching all these different people that I've interacted with in my life, and how they react to situations, and how they were raised, and it just all kind of comes down to that emotional growth, right? That emotional sense of security within yourself. And that's why I always try to tell people or practice that you are the person sitting on the throne of your own body, and you are the one in control of your emotions, and no one else is in control of your emotions. And that is you being on your throne in life. And whenever you give your emotions or show these emotions to other people, showing that they've affected you, they've essentially taken you off of your throne, and you have given your power to these situations, not necessarily the people, but to the situations and the experiences that you're having. And a lot of times people don't intentionally try to take you off your throne. It's just more a projection of their own emotions that they're going through, right? Like, if you take a conversation with another person or a family member, I would use this a lot when I was coaching people. You have a conversation with a family member, and they're upset and they're hurt about something. The words that they are saying to you is not necessarily true. It's more of them wanting to make you feel the way that they feel inside, right? Like, if you've done something that's hurt a family member or something, they are trying to project how you made them feel towards you. And the only way they know how to do that is to say things that they know is going to hurt you in the same way. And having that understanding, the conversation, that it's more of a projection of, I want you to know how you made me feel, and not so much of like, I'm trying to make you feel the same way, really helps that those conversations as they go through, because you understand, like, okay, this person's just trying to show me how I made them feel, and not necessarily trying to make me feel like crap. So yeah, fun stuff.